Интересно, почему он зеркалит их, блин? То есть включен, отключен.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ну почему же вы плохая собеседница, мадам?
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Карту местности можно открыть долгим нажатием какой-то кнопки. Не то. А вот бэк. Так. Так, надо вернуть камеру, как было, вот. Опа. Тут что-то ценное. Жалко, у меня предыдущего сохранения не осталось.
To my help! And death to the others!
Да вы чё, блин?
Careful, Greenblood! Wounded!
Охереть! Убили меня. Вот это неожиданно было, сейчас очень неприятно. Так, продолжим нашу игру.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there
смена
first.
оружия.
Very well.
Тактическая пауза.
Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
To my help! And death to the others!
Первый нах. Привет, Алекс. Как погулял? Да хорошо погулял. Он к сыну зашел, заодно джойстиком его забрал. Он все равно им не пользуется. Ну обыскивай. А как теперь убрать оружие? Блять. Боевой режим-то этот как выключить мне? У него девушка есть, зачем ему джойстик? Ну да. Верно подметил ты. Так, тут еще надо у этих дармоедов забрать все. Взять все, X. Вот почему-то кнопки не соответствуют. Странно как-то. Зато сейчас хорошо, блин, в кресле откинулся, ноги вытянул. Сидишь все такой, блин, довольный жизнью собой. Так. Корабликом сегодня 4 года. Охереть, блин. И что там в кораблях интересно по этому поводу? Какие-нибудь акции, шмакции, что-нибудь проходит такое?
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
А ящики раздают за игру на кораблях 8 левела. Не, ну ради бога, у меня таких все равно кораблей вроде бы нет. Это тут представительство-то было. А, вот оно. Да, алхимики.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and
Не, ну
the
кто реально в корабле
congregation.
играет, тому
Of
как тебе,
that
например.
I'm
Это
certain.
безусловно действительно
I thank you,
интересно.
Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous
Do
individual.
people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes.
Так, ну
As
это
you
мы
can
тогда в
well
прошлый раз
imagine,
проходили,
this
тут можно
vulgar in any
диалог
I shall see what I can...
I thank you, Excellency.
Я говорю, только
And
почему
I am
кнопки не
pleased to
соответственно
see you
написано
have
Б, а
taken
в итоге
so
нажимать
well to
приходится
your
на А,
new- The man
чтобы
operates...
пропустить это.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between...
Our relation... The exchanges are very... I will not hide from you that we have... But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means
Да,
a
да,
respectable
ну это, понимаешь,
position,
все зависит от
even if
того,
it means you also
что ты хочешь
trade with
получить.
our
Если
enemies.
больше тебя интересует восточная кухня, вкусы такие вот, азиатские, то да. А если нет, так по большому счету нафиг.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tiefredi.
It is that we discover some savage, but you...
And what of your war with...
If those...
Have you...
Direct...
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Не, не беру. Ну там ем просто и все. Вместо колбасы монорулетики. Ну, можно было бы, если бы я, да, с собой таскал бы. Тогда да. И даже не то, что можно, а нужно было бы такую вкусноту. Но я попробую как-нибудь приготовить.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I...
Ah, yes. I did allow me to congratulate...
You are correct, Excellency.
It is a station of... The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted. I only regret...
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit...
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care...
Very well.
Так,
We know
еретики,
that your uncle tolerates the press, but these particular non... We would consider it a tremendous...
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact...
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do... If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dock. I'll look into this and see what I can...
Вот зачем соглашаться на... Да?
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
На правый грибок надо было
May the light
нажимать,
guide
чтобы
you,
задачи
Desade.
принимать эти. А я что-то профукал, блин, провтыкал момент этот. Я, кстати говоря, думал, что с джойстиком, может быть, и удобнее будет играть. В какой-то мере это так. Да, просто я сам по себе сижу комфортнее. Ну, но кнопок тут тоже на джойстике, оказывается. Практически все используются для игры. И вот, блин, как настроить кнопки, чтобы соответствовали они, я не знаю. Потому что на экране одна кнопка, а по жизни приходится нажимать другую. Ты не знаешь, что случайно? Алекс, у тебя нет опыта такого с геймпадами обращения? Я пройдешь платить разговаривать. Ты слышала, выходит новый iPhone? Да ты что, блин, такое теперь у всех подружек. Говорите, делов по горло. Да. Смешно. Смешно.
The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with...
There's been a misunderstanding. In fact, I've already had a word with your...
They're asking that we...
It's just that the...
This is inadmissible. If you...
I'm sorry.
Так, это мы пропустим все.
Your master has apparently asked...
That's right. And so he must...
I'll be damned.
Sorry, Captain.
Following orders.
Варюги, обманщики,
Yeah, we
блин.
hear you.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn
It's my
fool is
master.
pushing me to madness.
Харизма 70. В прошлый раз не сработало это.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I've... Lord Desade, during our conversation, that's regrettable. You know as well as...
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go
О, слушай,
immediately and ask
сработало
that
в
these
этот раз.
crates be delivered to the
И
attendant.
драться не
Now
пришлось с
that's a
ними.
wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Так, вот это что за цель у нас? Познакомиться с капитаном. Она же единственная получается. Пойдемте знакомиться с капитаном корабля. А вот в прошлый раз, когда не удалось договориться по-хорошему, мы вот здесь с вами, помните, перелезали. Но видимо, сейчас это не работает, потому что по сюжету этого нет. Так, как обычно я, блин. Как ты меня в прошлый раз, Алекс, на король лута. Территория других государств. Эта территория принадлежит другой фракции. Доступ сюда для вас закрыт. Чтобы не вызывать подозрений, наденьте куртку или кирасу фракции, ну, соответствующие, короче. Вы можете прокрасться незаметно, но если вас обнаружат, ваша репутация ухудшится. Вы охренели, что ли? В моем городе родненьком мне еще и пройти не даете? Я тут, понимаешь, князь или не князь? Что это еще за разговоры? Ты, говорит, сюда ходи, туда не ходи. Там фракция другая совсем. Что это за баловство?
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Ну, уйдем, не вопрос.
Very well, I'm going.
Но у них вот эти лица татуированные. Какая-то фракция мариманов, наверное. Как-то они там называются, нарды, что ли, или что-то типа такого. Бля, носится как безумный. Наверное, неплохо с помощью геймпадов играть, я не знаю, там, какие файтинги, шмайтинги, такие вещи.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of
Советник, он же соглядатый.
Nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Так, а где же капитан тогда? А капитан, получается, справа сзади. То есть где-то вон он, да.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Вот в этот момент он как раз таки уронил
Some children we'd be
тюки.
best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink.
And it's been 2 days
Ну
since
тоже
last he was
можно
seen.
все пропустить.
Might I ask, I would like to set...
Вот, вовремя я взял эту миссию.
When did you see your cabin boy for the
It's
last...
been 2... It wasn't about the day of departure.
Так.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope not.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Что же это за князь такой, блин, и вообще руководство? Что они не могут
Be back soon,
безопасность города своего обеспечить собственного, да? В городе находится, блин, юный князь, и ему даже в таверне быть небезопасно. Это не власть, а шляпа какая-то. Так, а насчет чего-то? Не понравилось. Ром не понравился, что ли? Не пойму, сейчас у меня там закрыто немножко сообщение-то. Сейчас. Так, выбор окно без рамки. Ну да, окно без рамки. Ну-ка. Хер. Это... Сейчас, секунду. Ох ты, блин, навернулся геймпад. Ой-ой-ой-ушки, ой-ой. Ну ладно, Logitech хорошие вещи делает, ничего с ним не случится. Да. Надо по-другому у тебя. Так, насчет Рома Атикирк не понравился. Что за Атикирк такой? Моя твоя не понимай. Атикирк, Атикирк, Атикирк. По карте он разве Атикирк называется? Окхарт он называется. Ну-ка, блин. Сейчас посмотрим, на что там ссылку скину. Окхарт. Да, не понравился ему? Ну, что ж поделаешь. Не знаю почему. Неплохой напиток-то на самом деле. Но тут вкус, на вкус и цвет, как говорится, товарища нет. А этот самый, а монаха не пробовал он еще? Это какая-то драконовая что-то там было, блин. Это редкий, наверное, ингредиент. Ты монаха не покупал, теперь он... Бля, японской городовой. Мы же с тобой вроде разговаривали, что ты собирался монаха купить ему. Белый. Просто Уакхарт этот, почему бакардовский, не стоило бы покупать? По той простой причине, что он продается всегда и везде. С ним проблем таких нет. Его купить можно легко. Ну, тю-тю-тю-тю-тю-тю. Ну ладно, теперь что? Дело сделано. Собирался, потом что-то тебя черт дернул. И не говори. По-другому и не скажешь. Так, кладовка. Мы, помните, тогда тут что-то ценное брали. Книжка тут была на столе. А сейчас ее тут нет. Да, и вот эта девчонка, она с нами по поводу Юнги разговаривает. Я же взял задачу про Юнгу. Чего она не это самое не говорит со мной ни о чем? Не хочет со мной общаться. Или сначала в таверну надо сходить. Ну, попробуем. А, типа, Окхарт литр был, а монах пол-литра. Понятно, просто ты на объем повелся, короче. Ну, я не знаю, что ему Окхарт не понравился. Нормальная это на самом деле, бакардевская продукция. Неплохая. Хотя, как я и говорил, на вкус и цвет товарища нет. Так, а что это? Вернуться надо назад. Расслед исчезания Юнги. А, я его не запустил, что ли, получается? Ну-ка, блин.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I
Хорошо.
will bring
Ну,
him back in
хорошо,
time
да,
to
не
make our
вопрос.
scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Нет, а какого хрена плыть без Юнги? Мы же...
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have... But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the
Вот
crew?
я просто, видите, не
In
договорил до
tradition, we are
конца,
all
поэтому пришлось
members of the same
возвращаться.
family. But yes, there were...
Might I have a word with them?
As you...
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master.
Нафтовская
As to your
магия.
question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Be back soon, Captain.
Пойдемте искать нашего преподобного братца, блин.
Sir, you
Эх,
still haven't found your cousin.
Have...
Be back soon, Captain.
рановато я нажал на бег. Вот теперь они будут со мной общаться, эти морячки. Так. А книга не появилась. Видимо, книга рандомно появляется здесь или не появляется и не связана никак с сюжетом.
Good day. Someone told me that you're...
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken the
Братцы, будут
disappearance
диалоги эти
seriously.
пропускать, потому что видели вы их уже, я говорю, все равно.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink and
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
maybe a tad troubled.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest...
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I...
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend...
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others. And when you drink here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Пойдемте теперь побеседуем с еще одним дружком ихним. Вот тот, который сидит на ящиках. Вот он.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you...
You're talking about Jonas, but like I've been crying to the 9 deaf...
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, the other day, in the tavern, I saw him. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little early. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still...
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. The other
Блин,
day, and then
не
when
то немножко я
Why
нажал,
didn't you
так.
intervene? Did you report?
Unfortunate captain.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he was.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his...
Так, найти и допросить свидетелей. Пойдемте.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Ну, побежали разбираться. Куда же Юнгу-то похитили? Где наш, блин, братан непутевый? А вон лавка алхимика, ну я, видите?
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now.
О,
As you see,
дюк-дюк-дюк-дюк-дюк,
I am
глоточки.
still
Хоп-хоп-хоп.
in excellent
Да,
condition.
все еще здоров.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider that in your case it isn't.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Так. Вот мы уже с вами и воришками заделались, блин. Но все ради благого дела.
To my help, and death to others! Come here, my beauties!
Блин, ну вот не видно ни хрена. Все. Изи. Успокойтесь, блин. Take it easy. А в этом сундуке, друзья, таится зелье тумана, стихийная ловушка, боеприпасы 2 штуки, золотые монеты и что-то еще. Старые, мягкие сапоги. Возьмем все, конечно же. Так. Оборудование. Привязать. РТ. РТ и вот так вот. Я не понимаю, как привязать тут это оборудование, блин. Нажмите выбранную кнопку или клавишу. Ну вот, я нажимаю вроде и то, и то. Что-то ни хера не работает. Причем зелье как-то я умудрился привязать. Но это нет, это неудобно так. Надо привязать в джойстике в этом. Так, привязать. Ну блин, привязывайся. Короче, хрен его знает, как это сделать. Можно на клавиатуре просто. Знаете, вот как сделать это надо. Блин, я его так в итоге, наверное, расхреначу этот геймпад. Но этого делать не нужно. Сейчас мы... Так. Так, инвентарь-то где у нас там? Сейчас мы, блин, переоденемся во что-нибудь получше. Да и это какая-то тоже одежонка не очень. Камзол удачи, вот. Помнится, был у меня. Так, перчатки. Ювелира. Сапоги. Утяжеленные. Ружье, украшенное костью. Рапира алхимика. Вот это хорошая штукенция. Так. Здесь нам ничего менять не надо. Так, а как же мне быстро... Так. Блин. Панацея шарлатана тоже стащили. Ладно, побежали дальше.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect...
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm.
No, look. The vial is still sealed.
And you dare challenge me?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of you...
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his
Так, тут мы все с вами знаем. И про таверну, и про то, где находится этот алхимик несчастный, блин.
Locked.
Locked. Locked, потому что ключ там нам нужен. Поэтому locked. А ключик мы где-то брали наверху, насколько мне помнится. Вообще не мешало бы сохраниться. Ой. Ай, сука. Блин, вот я же говорю, эти кнопки, блин, перепутанные на геймпаде. Не то нажал немножко и трындец. Сейчас, ребят, перезапущу. Хорошо, хоть сохранился. А, ну блин, как раз и шмотки отстирались. Сейчас вернусь. Так, туточки. Туточки. Ничего не возьмешь, блин. А вот и алхимик, старый пройдох.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a...
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners to find a remedy to the Malachor.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned sight. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say...
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions.
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it.
So you manipulate people to use...
I don't have a choice, but it does not
Флюорографию,
harm them.
флюорографию
I
каждый
assure
год
you.
делают. Ну,
If this
диспансеризация это
potion were
хорошо.
inoffensive, then why wouldn't...
I ran tests.
На самом-то деле.
The mob would have been furious in any case.
Your methods don't seem so different than...
I don't torture people. And this potion...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents.
So... Would it...
Давайте поможем.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to
За
return.
здоровьем надо следить, да.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden.
Слушайте, пойдемте это самое побеседуем с толпой разъяренной. Хотя, с другой стороны, сейчас вообще по большому счету, можно просто взять и сохраниться. Сохранение. Вот, просто, если хочешь работать, то всем врачам будешь говорить, что жалоб нет. Но это да. Это тоже согласен с тобой. Правду говоришь. Сначала ключики возьмем. Так, осмотримся. А это что еще такое? Какая-то комнатушка. Да тихо, тихо, блин. Самое что вымораживает, когда служители религии приходят в больницу. А что они там делают? Ну и что? Так, мой уровень взлома слишком маленький. Да, блин, запутался я. Лечится. В чем же тогда тебя вымораживает? То есть ты претензии такой можешь сказать, что чё же вам типа Бог не помогает, да? Ты это имеешь в виду? Так, ну и где эта разъяренная толпа-то? Вот эти что ли люди? Как с ними поговорить?
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Ну да, помолимся и все.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone. Except, of course, Those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
Come
That
on,
charlatan
follow
will
me.
just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Пойдемте к алхимику этому скажем, что он в безопасности уже, наконец-то. А то в прошлый раз мне биться там пришлось с горожанами. А за что, собственно говоря, невинных людей-то убивать? Не хотелось бы мне. Слушайте, какая-то книга интересная. Письмо алхимика из Аль-Сада. Я очень опечален тем, что ваша надежда найти покой в Сирене не оправдались. После вашего отъезда Академия оказалась в удручающем состоянии. Ваши обвинители ведут себя так, словно законов для них не существует, и постоянно проводят сомнительные опыты. Мы ничего не можем сделать, лишь молчать и ждать. Искренне надеюсь, что ваши поиски увенчатся успехом, ваш друг. Ну, видите, так что да, он, в принципе, правильно про эти скандалы, интриги, расследования сказал нам.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
80 монет он нам дал. Так. Переместиться? Нет, давайте останемся здесь. Мы же не все вопросы еще решили в таверне. Нам надо выяснить по поводу Юнги и братца нашего. Как обстоят дела. Блин, вот как мне закрепить? Никак ума не приложу я. По идее, просто вот крестик там влево-вправо нажимаешь и кнопку RT, наверное, да? Но почему-то не закрепляется. Нажмите выбранную кнопку или клавишу. Бляха-мена. Хрен его знает, короче говоря. А без огнестрельного оружия тут порой может быть не очень-то комфортно. Ладно, разберемся, надеюсь. Пойдемте к трактирщику. Здравствуй, дорогой друг. Ну-ка, расскажи-ка нам, что ты тут видел.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Давайте начнем издалека.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Так, про
Has the
болезни.
Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
Так.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Да, новые неизведанные земли таят множество всяких интересных штучек. Давайте о Юнге теперь расспросим.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You should jest. At least I hope you do.
В позу
I would
встал
have
сразу.
noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Давайте о брате сразу спросим.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Сейчас суперклеем и скотчем починим
Perhaps
все.
it can be repaired.
Ой, я говорю,
If you can
почините.
fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Шурупов-то у нас не хватает. Придется платить тогда.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you
Да это же
didn't hear that from
контрабандисты,
me.
братцы.
In any case, if you were
Смаглеры.
set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
Хороший малый пьет за троих и, главное, вовремя оплачивает свои счета. Давайте
I need to be
уходим.
off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Чао, какао. Так, где у нас этот игрок-то азартный тут находится? Опа, 25 монет потратили и тут же немножечко украли. Семь и 7, 14. Ну да, пока еще я в минусе. Так, ну ничего. Может быть, компенсируем еще чем-нибудь. Это мебель.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Уже не важно, все, я уже расплатился по этому счету. Пойдемте на нижний уровень. А, вот этот джентльмен, который играет, наверное. Но и здесь что-то интересное. Смотрите-ка. Еще один зал. А вот тут-то как раз такие игры в карты и происходят.
Hello, sir.
Hello, hello.
Greetings, Your Excellency. The smoke from the bonfires renders the air unbreathable. I so wish I could leave the city.
7 монет. 21 монета уже. Ну, нормально, нормально. Почти отбил я. О, слушайте, тут какой-то подпольный бордель. Притончик. А наш притончик варит самогончик. Так. Слышите? Вот отсюда голос идет. Проститутшная? Ну да, наверное, да. Очень на то похоже.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Так, ну где этот игрок? Вот он. Синяч стоит.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a
Ушел. Ну
different
давай,
reason that
братуха,
I'm
удачи.
here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago. After visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Вот.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Интересное кино.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Поведай-ка нам о
Who
торговце.
was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
Так,
This
вот
man
таких...
is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Ну, какой смысл ему держать паренька этого, хрен его знает. Все есть тайна, не просто неизведанная для нас еще. Сейчас будем узнавать. Блин, а ключи-то, которые я стащил, не подходят к сундучку. Так, а через какие же двери в прошлый раз я выводил алхимика? тут.
Locked. Locked.
Да мы же ключ взяли. Чё локт-то локт? Вот. Локт.
I don't have the key.
А тут еще и шурупы были. Можно было бы, короче, мебель починить. Ну ладно. Так, докторишки тут всяческие ходят. Ну-ка, что тут лежит полезного? Неотправленное письмо. Надеюсь, когда ты вернешься из Алисаида, тебе передадут письмо, если, конечно, еще кто-то останется в живых. Я уже почти ничего не вижу и пишу с большим трудом. Прости, сынок, твое наследство будет небольшим. Мародеры уже наверняка разгромили нашу книжную лавку. Надеюсь, спрятанную в доме шкатулку они не нашли. Береги себя, сынок. Если найдешь деньги, беги на этот чудесный остров, на котором, говорят, нет и болезней, ни горя. Твой любящий отец. Так, книжный магазин можно какой-то еще попытаться обследовать с целью... Это у нас оружейка. С целью обнаружения там неких монет.
Sir Desade, I
Квартирмейстер.
presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Блин, я хотел сказать, что там зомбарит, что ходит уже. Так, очков у нас нет, распределять нечего. Так, отношения. Курт, подозрительность. В общем, со всеми у меня пока отношения не очень-то. Да что ты прыгаешь-то так? Выясните Константин, контрабандиста, способ поговорить с послом Альянса. Поговорить с послом Альянса. Ну, пойдемте, ладно, блин. Братуху выручать.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Так. Берем все. Как нам освободить Константина-то?
It's blocked. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
А, то есть, блин, чисто физически это уничтожить невозможно. Так. Пойдемте попробуем через другой вход проникнуть, блин.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have got rid of him. Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Угу. Понятно, блин.
Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it appears that he is held here against his wishes.
How do you know that?
His voice is one of a kind, gentlemen, and we can hear it in the street. I order you to free him immediately.
I order? I order, is that right?
You're not cousins for nothing, you and that other drunkard. If you think all you need to do is come here and give us orders to get what you want...
Looks like we'll need to sharpen our words with our new friends.
I'm afraid so.
To my help! And death to the others!
Так, вас, блин, охламоны молотком. Вот. Угуманились? Жулимары проклятые, блин. Вот здесь что-то действительно важное лежит. Ключ от камеры, золотые монеты. Так. Что ж, получается, брата мы нашли уже. Осталось теперь найти Юнгу. В логове бандитов темно-то как. Такие бочки красные ассоциируются с чем-то взрывоопасным. Так. Тихо-тихо. Ключ нужен для этого ящика. А у меня же вроде был ключ контрабандистов. Да, значит, ни хрена не было. А тут больше делать нечего в этом помещении.
Locked.
Ну, закрыто так закрыто, что ж теперь поделаешь. Так, ключи от камеры взяли мы. Ну, пойдем. Так. Пойдемте, пойдемте, пойдемте вот сюда. Блин, что-то не пойму я. Освободи Константина, 19 метров, ну... Тут спуск в подвал, подъем наверх. Так, где у нас тут? Здесь-то я был тоже. Так, золотые монеты, всякие разные зелья. Угу. Все забрали. Тут у нас что получается? Костя, брат, блин, ты хоть голос-то подай. Где ты есть-то там? Так, отсюда по лестнице мы пришли. Одну комнату проверили.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress! Ah!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Так, выберите Константина крестиком.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Так, ну-ка. Надо ему какой-то камзолик дать, а как это сделать? О, блядь. С какого ты перепугу он так выпил? Ладно, бог с ним, идемте отсюда, господа. Тупиковая комната. Найдите одежду Константина. Стоп, вот тут у нас был район поисков. Ну я тут ничего, например, не наблюдаю. Что я все вещички там уже, которые были ранее, подобрал, блин. Так, сообщите капитану, что готовы. Но мы не готовы.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Так, а тут еще значок этот горит по поводу одежонки, что ли? Ну-ка. Джойстик пока отложим в сторонку. Ну-ка. Логово бандитов. Наденьте одежду Константина и отнесите ее ему. Да я 100% тут уже обыскал все эти. Так. Вот, Константин Арсений. Как его нарядить-то, блин? Ну, выходит так. Просто некоторые вот тут вещи мне проще делать с клавиатурой, компьютерной с мышкой. Так, это кто? Посольство торгового альянса. Дом семьи Фонтен. Склады, мастерские. за что-то, блин, зацепился там. Ух ты, какие-то винные склады прям немыслимые, смотри-ка. А только тут тупик. Ха, я думал по-быстрому проскочить, но не тут-то было. О, зато мы шли в дом семьи Фонтен. Нормальный ход.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Так, через подвал, короче, проникнуть не удалось. В дом этого семейства. Интересная петрушка, однако. Здесь у них вход в подвал, а с другой стороны вход в основной дом. Ничего себе, подвальчики у них тянут через весь город, блин.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His matters turned out a little more... He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern. All the same, you have nothing to fear.
Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that. Thank you for your help, Excellency. And allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Так, вот у нас еще дело важное.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Так, ну нас может принять его супругу. Проходите, ему, пожалуйста.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong
Это их сын,
conclusion.
наверное.
The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see,
No,
Your
да.
Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Так, и что же мы получаем? В принципе, мы здесь все с вами обшарили. К торговцу только надо сходить. Распродать просто вещи ненужные. Блин. Как закреплять предметы эти, а? Во. Другое дело. Дайте пройти, высочество. Ну я еще в прошлый раз-то осмотрел. Тут можно всякие металлические рукояти сделать и прочее. Тяжело двуручное. Собирался потом с этим разобраться.
Are your boots worn through? Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to...
Невозможно продать. Почему?
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Потому что он мне экипирован надо. Понятно.
Welcome! It's such a... Have you...
Так, из холодного оружия. Стандартный пистолет. Тоже продать нафиг. Так. шляпы точно надо продавать, нафиг. Нафиг они не нужны. Вообще, наверное, кое-что надо тоже оставить.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Да подожди, Сейсун.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to. Have you seen any? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
See you soon. Побежали о договорах еще узнаем. Дайте пройти. Ребята.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tir Freddy. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Так.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Так, а ваш старый учитель-то, между прочим, рядом находится. Вот он.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Так, выясним, где прячут Джонса. Выясним, друзья, но в другой раз. На сегодня стрим по этой игре закончен. Увидимся с вами некоторое время спустя. Спасибо всем за просмотр. Счастья, добра, здоровья и успехов во всем желаю я, конечно же. Давайте сохранимся. И выходим. Все, пока.